Now, for anybody wondering before the trailer starts, I have played Detroit Become Human before. I think I streamed it. I didn't have much of an experience with Detroit Become Human because I got my main characters all absolutely fucking slaughtered, like within like the first couple hours of the game. So I'm actually excited about playing this game again because this will be my first time getting like a proper playthrough of the game, because the first time I just kind of dicked around and like got everybody murdered. So I'm excited to see what I can actually do with this game when I take it seriously.
More and more androids show signs of deviancy. There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous.
My name is Kara. This is where it all began. The world's...
God, dude, the graphics in this game were so good. I still remember just walking around in this game and admiring the graphics back in the day. When did this release? Like 2018? It was incredibly impressive graphics-wise, and now there's a PC port, so I really want to see it on PC. Yeah, the fact that this is on PS4, fucking crazy to me. Crazy. It's a super pretty game. But yeah, if I remember correctly, you have 3 main protagonists that you can play as. I remember the cop dude, and then I think that he was investigating like maybe some murders or something. And then there's also an angle with like there's a separate storyline that explores like the slavery aspect of the droids and how they're being exploited and how they're treated, and how, you know, they, you know, ones that become sentient or ones that, you know, start to want to explore their own freedom. If I remember, I think that those themes were really explored well in this game. But again, the first time I ever played this game, the only time I've ever played this game, I killed all of the main characters like that. So I didn't really get to explore much of the story at all.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, you take...
Oh yeah, this scene, oh, this whole part was so creepy with the fucking dad and the daughter. Like, he was like an abusive drunk or something. And oh God, dude, all of this motherfucker right here, it was so creepy. There's this storyline where he basically purchases her as his droid, brings her home. You can see how he's talking to her. He's treating her like shit, bossing her around. You can see how the daughter's acting over here on the stairs. She looks like maybe there's some kind of abuse going on. She's shy, scared. And this scene that you play through is so detailed and so dark. And I think I got everybody murdered inside this house. So again, you know, for anybody that was there when I played this game the first time, I'm sorry for the trauma. I think I got all 3 of these people murdered in this house like that. I'm looking forward to maybe a different result with this storyline so that I can see what happens after you get out of this house.
My name is Connor. I'm the android.
All right, so Connor's the investigator.
By CyberLife. The company has allocated a special...
Oh, okay. I think that Connor gets paired...
My name is Connor.
He gets paired with like this like grizzled veteran detective. And I don't think he likes the droids. He doesn't feel like a droid can do an investigation as good as a human or something. I think that's the dynamic here.
My name is Marcus. Just like you, I was a slave.
Thank you, Marcus.
Okay, so I don't remember Marcus very well, but I think he, in my story, he was the only one that I didn't kill in 5 seconds. I think that he becomes the leader of like a droid rebellion or something, or can become the leader of one. I think that's his storyline.
Then I chose to open my eyes, to take back my freedom, and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore.
Get away!
Fight Jericho!
I know someone who can help you.
Oh, yeah.
Pull the trigger.
The way this game builds tension, I really feel like it was masterclass. I feel like this game did such a good job of like planting the seeds of like story arcs, but not rushing them. It was like a TV show or a movie. In the scenes that I did play, it really took its time with them. And I think that it really did a good job of putting the player in an uncomfortable situation with a lot of tension and then letting it kind of marinate before they give you any resolution to that scene. And I liked that about Detroit Become Human. Yeah,
My name
I wonder how many possible endings there are to this game. It's got to be insane.
This is our story.
One thing about this game is that even though this isn't necessarily like, it's obviously not a JRPG, right? It's obviously not a Final Fantasy game, right? I think there's going to be so much like good writing, good like narrative decisions that you can make in conversations and in actions. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting characters and an interesting plot, multiple interesting plots probably, and a lot of like suspense. I really think this is going to be a fun game to stream. I think there's going to be so much to react to. God, just look at the detail on this. Is on PlayStation 4. This is on PlayStation 4, bro. Like, this is going to be so good to play between 8 that we just finished and 10.2. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun with the clips that we get out of this and the reactions. But overall, this game just looks really interesting. It looks like the performances are going to be really good. If it's not super rushed, like my understanding is that you can complete this game in about 12, 13, 14 hours. But as long as they don't rush character developments, plot developments, and story developments, as long as they don't rush it and they kind of let things play out in a way that feels natural with a pacing that feels very comfortable, if they keep that same pacing and they keep that same building of suspense and momentum throughout the game, I think it's going to be excellent to play. I think it's going to be excellent to play. It's a David Cage game, so it'll be fun. Yeah. I wonder, is David Cage still making games? It's not just the ending, the in-between changes a lot too. Yeah, like there's so many directions that this game can go in, and I've only ever had like one kind of like shitty short playthrough, so I don't know. I'm excited to see what can actually happen in this game and where the stories can go if you let them play out and don't just get everybody murdered really quick. Either way, it looks awesome. It looks awesome. I think it's going to be a good playthrough, and I don't think it's going to take too long. What, like 2-3 streams? So we'll play it and we'll see what happens, and then we'll jump to 10.2. But it's a game that I'm excited to go back to, and maybe even check out the PC version of this game, because I'm kind of curious how good this game looks on PC.